Students, in first exercise, our first question is divide by equal groups. Divide by equal groups. First you see, so what is given? Pens were given. So how many pens are there? First you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Total 16 pens were given. Total 16 pens were given. If we make 4 pens in each group, then make circle, 4 groups, 4 circle, 4 pens in one group, another 4 pens in one group, another 4 pens in one group, another 4 pens in one group. Then how many groups we form there? So 4 pens, 4 groups we form there. So it means, so if 16 total 16 pens were there, so if we take 4 pens in each group, then how many groups we can form? We can form 4 groups. 4 groups. Okay. So first you count how many pens were there? 16. Total 16 is given. Then here 4. So we have to take 4 pens in one group. Take 4 pens in one group and round up that one. And after that again 4 pens you take and round up that one, another group. And next you take 4 pens and make one group. And at last, so take 4 pens and make one group. Now you count how many groups were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 groups we formed. It means our answer is 4. If this total 16 pens were there, these 16 pens, if we divide with 4, means 4 pens in one group, 4 pens in one group, then total how many groups we will form? 4 groups we will form. Then in the next, here some balls were given. First you count how many balls were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Total 12 balls were there. 12 divided by 3. 3 means we have to take 3 balls in one group. 3 balls in one group. First you take 3 balls in one group. Then again arrange 3 balls in one group. Again you arrange 3 balls in one group. Again you arrange 3 balls in one group. Now you check how many groups are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups we formed. How many groups? 4 groups. It means in total 12 balls. If we take 3 balls in one group, total 4 groups we will form. So this is the way to find our division. So what first we have to count how many pens were there. That pens it is given here, divided by 4 pens in one group. If we take 4 pens in one group, then we form 4 groups. In the same, total 12 balls were there. If we take 3 balls in one group, total 4 groups we form. Okay. Now students, see here, divide by repeated subtraction. Second question in exercise first, second question, divide by repeated subtraction. So then how to do? First we have to take 21 divided by 3 is given. First we take 21 minus 3. 21 minus 3. 21 minus 3 is how much? It is 18. Again we have to take this difference, 18 minus 3. 18 minus 3 is 15. What is the difference? 15. Again we have to take this difference, 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3 is 12. Again we have to take this difference, 12. 12 minus 3, 9. Again the difference minus 3 is 6. The difference 6 minus 3 is 3. And after that what is the difference? 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So first step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth, sixth and seventh. In seventh step we are getting 0. It means here answer is 7. Simple. First we have to take 21 minus 3 and here this is the difference. Again difference minus 3. 15 is the difference in second step. And 15 difference and minus 3 in third step. Then that is 12. So 12 is the difference in third step. Then 12 minus 3, 9. 9 is the difference in fourth step. Then difference minus 3 again. Then 6th is the difference. Difference in fifth step. Fifth step difference minus 3. That is 3. 3 is the difference in sixth step. Then 3 minus 3, difference, sixth step difference minus 3, that is 0. 3 minus 3, 0. In seventh step we are getting 0, it means our answer is 7. If 21 divided by 3 divided with 3, so it means the answer is 7. The answer is 7. So here 35 divided by 7 is given. So it means first we have to take 35 minus 7. 35 minus 7 is how much? 28. 28. And after that, what is the difference here? 28. Difference minus 7 is 21. 28 minus 7 is 21. And what is the difference here? 21 in second step. 21 minus 7 is 14. 14 is the difference in third step. Third step difference minus 7. Then what is it? 7. In fourth step difference is 7. Fourth step difference minus 7 is 0. In fifth step we are getting 0. We are getting 0 in fifth step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 35 divided by 7 is 5. This is our answer. Okay. This is repeated subtraction. Now third question, see, use number line to divide the following. Here two questions were given. So repeated subtraction is over. Now, so we have to divide using a number line. So then how to divide? So what is the first question here? 10 divided by 2 is equal to what? 10 divided by 2 is equal to what? Here first we have to draw a number line first. So this is our number line. What is the number here given as a divisor? 10. So we have to write 10 numbers on number line from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to take one extra, that is your wish, till 11. So then we start from 0. We start from 0. So what is here? 2. 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is given. So from 0. From 0, so we have to take 2 steps. 2 steps. From 0 to 2. It means, so we have to jump 2 steps from 0. So if we jump 2 steps, so when we reach at 2, 0 to 2. Again from 2 to 2 steps, so where we will reach? At 4. And from 4 if we jump 2, then where we will reach? At 6. From 6 again, so if we jump 2 places, then where we are? We are at 8. If we jump 2 steps, 2 places from 8, so we are at 10. Where we are? We are at 10. Then you count how many jumps. This is our first jump, second jump, third jump, fourth jump, fifth jump. So total 5 jumps. It means our answer is 5 here. It means if 10 divided by 5, then what is the answer? 5 is the answer. So this is the division on number line. Then next question, 16 divided by 4 is what he is asking. First we have to draw a number line first. So this is our number line. Here 16 is given. So we have to write the values, the numbers from 0 to 16 compulsory. Then if you want to take 17, 18 also, that is your wish, but so we have to write till 16. From where? From 0. So you start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, enough. From 0 to 16, so we have to write the numbers on number line. So here, so what is the divisor here? 4. So if it means we have to jump 4 places means 4 units. From where? From 0. If 4 places means from 0 to 4 places. So we jumped 4 places. From 4 again 4 places. This is till 5. 1 place, 2, 3, 4. So in the second jump we are at 8. Next, in the third jump, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are at 12. It is our third jump. In fourth jump again, so we jump 4 units from 12. This is first, second, third, 4. So then in fourth jump we are at 16. So 16 only. So it means how many jumps totally we did? 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. 4 jumps. It means 16 divided by 4. Answer is 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So in this way we have to do our division on number line. Okay. Now students, here see relation between multiplication and division. Multiplication and division. So what is the relation between multiplication and division? We are going to discuss. Here division is inverse of multiplication. Division is a inverse of multiplication. See here, some cars are given. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, same 8 cars are there. So then we have to find the relation between multiplication and division. So here see, this is first row, this is second row, this is third row, this is fourth row. This is first column, this is second column. 2 columns we have, 4 rows we have. If we want to find total number of cars, then what we have to do? How many columns we have? 2 columns. 2 multiply with 4 rows. How many rows we have? 4 rows. 2 columns we have to multiply with 4 rows, then 2 4s are 8. Total how many cars we have? 8 cars. So what we did here? So we find here how many rows were there and how many columns were there. So we multiplied rows with columns with rows, columns with rows. So 2 columns and 4 rows, then 2 4s are 8. So you will get total cars. How many cars we have? Total 8 cars we have. Number of columns with number of rows. In 2 columns, 4 rows, the cards were there. So then 2 4s are 8. This is a multiplication. Now in this division, so if we make 2 cars in one group, this is in one group, so these 2 cars in another group, these 2 cars in another group, if these cars in another group, then total how many groups we have? Total 4 groups. So how many cars we have? Total 8 cars. If 8 cars divide into 4 groups, this total 8 cars, this total 8 cars divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. This total 8 cars divided into 4 groups. Then how many cars were there in each group? 2 cars. In first group we have 2 cars, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 groups. In simple, if 8 cars, total cars divided into 4 groups, so we will get 2 cars in each group. In the same way, in the second division fact, if 4 cars were there in each group, how many cars? If for 2 groups, if we form 2 groups like this, total 8 cars divided into 2 groups, divided into 2 groups. If total cars divided into 2 groups, then how many cars are there in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4 in first group, 1, 2, 3, 4 in second group. Total 4 cars were there in each group. Okay. So these are the division fact. Simple, 8 cars divided into 4 groups, 8 cars divided into 4 groups, then 2 cars are there in each group. In the same way, if 8 cars divided into 2 groups, then in each group we have 4 cars. So this is a relation between multiplication and division. If suppose 11 into 9 is what? 99. 11 into 99, 11 into 9 is 99. So, this is a multiplication fact, this is a multiplication fact. Then how to convert this into division fact? This 99 divide with 9, this 99 divide with 9, then we will get 11. Our second fact, again this 99 divided with this 11, we will get 9. So, these are the division fact. This is our multiplication. On the basis of this multiplication fact, so if this product is divided with this 9, then you will get 11, or otherwise this product is divided with this 11, then you will get 9. So, this is a relation between multiplication fact and division fact. Okay. The fourth question, write two division facts of each of the following. Here multiplication fact is given. So, we have to write two division facts for this multiplication fact. Then how to write? First we have to take the product, that is first solution, then after that division facts. So, what are the division facts? First we have to take this product. If the product is divided by this 7, then we will get 6. In the same way, second fact, if again this product is divided by this 6, and you will get 7. Simple. Here we have to take product. If you take 7, then we will get 6. If you take divisor as 6, then you will get 7. That is it. Next, in the second question, division fact. Division facts. What are the division facts? First we have to take the product. 72 is divided with 8, 72 is divided with 8, then you will get 9, or if this 72 is divided with 9, then you will get 8. That is it. Division fact. For this question, division fact, division facts. What are your division facts? First you have to take the product, that is 40. This 40 is divided with this 5, then you will get 8. In the second, again the product is divided with this 8, then you will get 5, then you will get 5. Here, division facts, division facts. So, 13 into 6 is 78, means this is our product 78. 78 divided by this 6, then your quotient is 3, or this product is divided by 13, then your quotient is 6. The product is constant, here the divisor will change. If the divisor is 6, then your quotient is 13. If your divisor is 13, then your quotient is 6. So, these two will change, 6, 13, 13, 6. Okay. Now, in this question we have to write multiplication facts. Here a division fact is given, so we have to write multiplication facts. First division fact, if 90 is divided by 9, then the quotient is 10. Then multiplication fact. How to write multiplication fact? Multiplication facts. So, this divisor into quotient, it means 9 into 10. Divisor into quotient is equal to dividend, or otherwise quotient into divisor, that is 10 into 9 is equal to 90. 9 tens are 90, 10 nines are 90. This is your multiplication fact. Here multiplication fact, multiplication fact, or facts. Here we are going to write 2 facts. Then, so this is the divisor into quotient. This is your quotient. Divisor into quotient is equal to dividend, that is 6 8s are 48, or otherwise quotient into divisor is equal to dividend. So when the remainder is 0. So when the remainder is 0, this is your multiplication fact. So in these 2 ways we can write our multiplication facts. Okay. Now students, here some properties are there in division. So what are the properties? Just you remember all these properties. Division properties. First property, if any number is divided by 1, then what is the answer? The number itself only the answer. If 11 is divided by 1, then answer is 11. For example, 128 is there. If 128 divided by 1 is there, then what is your answer? That is 128. If any number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. Okay. So this is the first property in division. If a number is divided by itself, then what is the answer? The answer is 1. If suppose 137 is there, if 137 is divided by 137, the answer is 1. This is your second property. First property, if any number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. The second, if any number is divided by itself, then the quotient is 1. These 2 properties remember. If any number is divided by 1, the answer is the number itself. Like if 128 divided by 1, the quotient is 128 only. If 11 divided by 1, then answer is 11. Then if any number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. Like 9 divided by 9, answer is 1. 137 divided by 137, answer is 1. So these 2 properties. Next, if any number is divided by 0, it is meaningless. This is no answer, nothing. So why? Because here suppose, so this if we do in repeated subtraction, 5 minus 0 is 5. Repeated, so division in repeated subtraction, 5 minus 0 is 5. Again we have to take this difference minus 0, again 5. Again we have to take difference minus 0, we will get 5. Again this difference minus 0, 5. Again difference minus 0, 5. If we are going to do this number of times, n times, our answer is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. We are getting 5, 5, 5 only. It means it is meaningless. It means if any number is divided with 0 or divided by 0, that is meaningless. Okay. Now, if a 0 is divided by any number, that is 0. It means 0 divided by 4 is 0. 10 divided by 4, 10 divided by, not 10 here, 0 divided by 98, the answer is 0. 0 divided by 2098, that is 0. It means if 0 is divided by any number, the answer is 0. These 4 properties you should remember. The first one is, if any number is divided by 1, the answer is the number itself. If any number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. If any number is divided by 0, that is meaningless. If 0 is divided by any number, the answer is 0. These 4 things you have to remember. Okay. The next question, fill in the blanks. These 2 questions based on the properties of division. See here. So what is the first question? 0 is divided by 45. If 0 is divided by any number, if 0 is divided by 44, if any number is divided, 0 is divided by any number, so the answer is 0. 0 divided by 44 is given. It means if any number, if 0 is divided by any number, the answer is 0. The second, the number is divided by itself. If any number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. The answer is 1. If the number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. The next, choose the correct answers. Here first question, 91 divided by 13. So then how to choose this one? Then in 13 table, we have to check when this 91 will come. 13 sevens are 91. 13 sevens are 91. So 7 is your right answer. In the same way, 90 divided by 15. You have to check in 15 table when you will get 19. 15 6 are 15 6 are 90. 15 6 means this 6 is your right answer. In this way we have to check which one is the correct answer. Okay.